Let's take a look at Saturday Night Live. They have been taking on Trump and his staff in a big way, getting a big ratings boost, but now some critics suggest they may be pushing their politics too far, sacrificing some laughs along the way. Our chief national correspondent Tom Yamas is here with the story. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. To give you an idea of what kind of influence SNL has, a newspaper in the Dominican Republic had to apologize for a story they ran on President Trump and Israel. But it's not what they said that was the problem. The photo of President Trump, come take a look. It's actually Alec Baldwin. Now, SNL is doing more and more Trump sketches, but some are saying the comedy is going from cutting to cruel.
First of all, Mr. Trump, you understand this is a TV court, right?
That's okay. I'm a TV president.
Saturday Night Live riding a ratings high. This past weekend scoring their biggest audience in 6 years.
Lavinier is an amazing person. He knows me better than anyone.
And it's not just on TV. More than 22 million clicks on YouTube to watch Melissa McCarthy spoof Press Secretary Sean Spicer.
Because I came out here to punch you in the face, and also I don't talk so good.
Trashing Trump may be ratings gold for SNL, but now some are asking, are they going too far?
You weren't answering my calls. You changed your number. I'm not going to be ignored.
The show comparing President Trump's advisor, Kellyanne Conway, to Glenn Close in her 1987 film Fatal Attraction.
I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
In the SNL bit, Conway upset CNN was not booking her for an interview.
We can't have you on.
But I missed the news.
The sketch painting Conway as violent, graphic, sexual. At one point, she falls from a window, only to come back to life.
See you in the news.
New York Magazine reporter Olivia Nuzzi, who covers Trump, tweeting, SNL just gave a gift to the White House with this sexist, unfunny Kellyanne Conway skit. For months, President Trump has tried to fight back against the show, tweeting, Saturday Night Live is the worst of NBC. Not funny. Cast is terrible. Always a complete hit job. Really bad television.
And this is the new Spicy.
Spicer has said he's found his sketch funny.
President. Oh boy. All's my back. That's my you mad babe.
But Spicer is not laughing when it comes to other parts of the show.
Fortunate, Saturday Night Live used to be really funny, and I think there's a streak of meanness now that they've kind of crossed over into.
President Trump reportedly upset that Spicer was being played by a woman. This weekend, SNL adding fuel to that fire, having Kate McKinnon play Trump's new Attorney General, Jeff Sessions.
We all know there are two kinds of crime, regular and black.
And cast member Leslie Jones even dressing up as Trump, lobbying her SNL boss to play him.
Lorny, baby, I have a huge idea. Big league.
All right, we'll have to wait and see if that sketch happens. Now, this morning, we do have a statement from Kellyanne Conway to ABC News on that Fatal Attraction sketch. Conway says, I appreciate the not funny, not fair outrage from all political and apolitical corners. Things that aren't true don't bother. George?
Okay, Tom, thanks. Let's talk to Dean Obadal about this and John Carl back as well. And Dean, of course, you worked on Saturday Night Live at one point. I remember back in the Clinton White House, there was real outrage over the skit they did about Chelsea. They later had to apologize and stop doing it. In this case, did they go too far with Kellyanne?
I honestly don't think so. I think, why should you be politically correct about people who hate political correctness? I mean, the Trump administration came to power bemoaning the idea of, liberals and snowflakes and being politically correct. They're in power. They're the ones in power. It's comedy
more
punching
creepy
up.
than funny.
To some people, yes. To others, it's funny. At the end of the day, Kellyanne Conway in that sketch, she has a last laugh. She gets up, she goes, I'll see you on TV. I think it was actually really well done. And I think in today's day and age, comedy is cathartic. We need to be laughing at the Trump administration for those people who don't like the Trump administration. It's a release. It makes you feel good. I think it's empowering. But I think it's really important. I think it was really well done.
At some point, do they have to worry about going to the well too many times?
Sure, and I think that's why you see it's not just Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump. In this last show, they went after Sean Spicer, Jeff Sessions, and Kellyanne Conway. So I think they're aware of that. It's funny. I bet you they're disappointed Trump didn't tweet at the show afterwards, because I have no doubt that in your heart you want Donald Trump to respond. In fact, I want him to mock me on Twitter. It's good for business. So if he's watching, at Dean of Comedy, come right after me. But I think that on some level, SNL is doing a great service for us. It's making people laugh at a time when we really need to laugh.
And John Carl, it does seem like at some level, Saturday Night Live trying to provoke the president as well. And we do know that he wasn't all that happy and a little concerned about that portrayal of Sean Spicer.
He was certainly unhappy with the portrayal of Spicer. In fact, Spicer had been planning to come out and make a joke about it at his briefing the following Monday. That did not happen. Spicer simply thought it wasn't going to be a good idea because the boss was so upset. And he was, sources tell me in the White House, he was upset in part because it was a woman playing Sean Spicer. So clearly SNL was going at that as well. But I got to say, on the Kellyanne Conway sketch, I don't think it was funny. It seemed to be incredibly mean-spirited. This is somebody who has young children, and also just didn't. What makes SNL so funny is when they cut a little bit towards the truth. That was just not an accurate portrayal of Conway. I mean, she is somebody who actually is pushed to do more television by the president, somebody who the president wanted to be the press secretary. The president wanted her to be out there nonstop. She has many more requests to go on television than those that she actually accepts.
Dean, Saturday Night Live not going to stop?
I hope not. I think we need it. Come on, SNL. More jokes. It's good for us. It's a lot of fun. Ratings 22-year high. So it's a great time right now for SNL.
Dean Obeidallah, John Carl, thanks very much.